I have been in United States for over now 17 or 18 years. And while I'm here, I have been active in community. In fact, the communities I grew up in, it was a small community, so I have always been in the leadership role in one way or another in my community. So NUST is a growing community. It's and the role of NUSTian is to bring our all alumni in the entire world, particularly in the United States, under a single platform. And that is what is our vision, to just come together and make a common workforce to work towards a common objective, to keep ourselves aligned and keep ourselves abreast with the modern technologies and keep our students connected with the modern science. There are two basic reasons that I see why I feel always motivated to work and coordinate the efforts towards NUSTian. One is that I strongly believe that when we were growing up, when we were struggling towards the success, there were some people who were there to help us. It's not that we just grew up and just made everything ourselves. So there were some our elders, our seniors helped us to get where we are. And I strongly believe that we owe that to our institution and our country, that thing. On the other side, when I actually grew up in abroad, and it is pretty common sentiment of the students or the kids who are brought up in outside Pakistan, they just feel strong affinity with their country and very strong patriotism. So I am at heart, I'm a very, very patriotic person, and I believe that I always wanted to do something for my country, and that passion actually takes its way to an outlet through NUSTian, and I see and I envision that through this platform I would be able to make some difference for my country and for my alma mater. Okay, what is that actually I took, or something that actually made me successful, that I took from the College of EME? I was a technical cadet. It was the second technical cadet course that went to EME College, and one of my teachers always said that a person learns more when it is under stress. If you just look at the history of world, all of the inventions, all of the major breakthroughs happened during the wartime, when you did not have enough resources, you did not have anything, but the scientists worked towards that. The time at college has been very tough for me, because I grew up with a very pampered kid, and suddenly I was thrown into that military environment, and then a lot of ragra, and I used to become so tired that I used to sleep in the classes most of the time. But in the evening, when I used to have some time to study, I used to study in advance so that I can just compensate my sleep time in the classes. One thing that I learned, to stay ahead of my things. So I was always prepared. I was always ahead of my things. That is one thing that took me throughout in my life, that when I came to the United States, when I was doing my master's and PhD, I was always ahead of my class. I was always ahead of my projects. Anything that is due is I just finish it long before it is due. So that is one thing that I would just say contributed towards my success. One thing that I could have done differently was that whenever I was in College of EME, I used to do a lot of things. I used to invent, starting from a very amateur radio to all the way to remote control systems and the radio control systems, the analog to digital converters, the sensors. I did a lot of projects up to the radar systems controllers. But I did not know at that time that I can publish myself and I can just have that recognition achieved. So my message to the students, I think that awareness is already there, but just for the new students or students who don't know about it, I would say that, anytime you achieve something, you don't try to underestimate it. Do not think that, oh, this has already been done, so what's so big deal about it? Just publish it somewhere. At the minimum, write some blog, write something out, a technical paper, a research paper that would just add up to your credentials. So what is that thing that keeps me going and just achieving one milestone after another milestone in my life? And what I learned that we cannot let our achievements or achievement of milestones to reach to a point where we say that, okay, I'm satisfied with what I have achieved in my life and I'm just done. I don't want to do anything further. So what my message is that, when you reach to a milestone, by the time you're about to reach your milestone, you should always set a new milestone for yourself. In the world of technology, I'll just put it this way, that every 5 to 10 years, there's a new wave of technology coming in. I started my life with basic electronics engineer, like embedded controller designer. Then I moved on to very large scale integration. I moved on to supercomputing. From supercomputing, I jumped onto the big data technologies, machine learning technologies, like streaming data technologies. And now I am doing IBM Watson and cloud platform, which is like one of the top technologies of like cognitive computers and data science experiments. So just trying to stay at the top or the pinnacle of the technology of the time. So what I'm saying is that, like a surfer, which goes from one wave, the top of one wave to another wave, as the previous waves is about to subside, try to jump on the top of the next wave coming in. Otherwise, you will be swept, you will be washed by the new coming waves. Is there somebody in my life who kept me motivated or who inspired me the most in my life to go forward and keep achieving? And that name is Dr. Muhammad Ali Maud. And he was our professor and teacher and mentor, and I owe him a big time. I just not only consider him our teacher, I consider him as my spiritual leader as well. And I just respect him from the core of my heart. He was a dedicated person who just thought at that time that these kids require some latest technologies. Out of his own time, he started teaching us Fortran and Pascal, and then which was not part of the curriculum, but he realized that at that time, I'm talking about back in 1992 and 1993, when people did not know about MATLAB. He brought one disk, a floppy disk of MATLAB from United States, and he said that, you guys learn this thing. Not everybody actually thought it or took it as seriously, but myself and my colleague Amir Nadeem, we actually took it very seriously. I still have that floppy disk and the core MATLAB version that he gave us back in 1992. And I think Dr. Muhammad Ali Maud is a personality that inspired me the most, and that is the one just motivated me to go do PhD and keep achieving, stay on the top of the technology.